Welcome everybody to Monday Stock Talk with Rich. So I'm going to be breaking down pretty much day trades for today and just sharing some insights with you guys. And we're going to be going through whatever topics that you want to discuss. So if you're ready, let's get to it. All right, so let me just double check that our audio is okay, and then we will be starting. So I see we have 7 people in here, which is awesome. Let me just make sure. So I see, yeah, okay, so audio is good. And let me just grab something from my throat. 1 sec. All right, I'm back. Okay. So what I want to focus on today is really the Fibonacci and looking at how we can day trade Fibonacci every single day to make some dough. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, as always, please feel free to post them in the chat. I'm going to start off by talking about what we talked about yesterday. Okay. So let's return to our analysis from yesterday. So our analysis from yesterday was, first of all, drawing the week's range. So the last week's range was a low of 41.01 and a quarter, and the high was 41.8350. Okay. So if we go to the hourly chart, what I had mentioned yesterday was that we're opening inside of the range. And because we're opening inside of the range, there's going to be a battle back and forth. And what we need to look for is specifically the Fibonacci levels. We need to look for the Fibonacci, especially the 50 and the 618, to act as major areas of supports for the bulls. Hey, Asif, welcome. And this is exactly what played out, guys. So you could see we chopped around all night, and then at the open, we flushed down all the way to the 50. And then from the 50% retracement, we popped 21 points. So this alone here, guys, this setup that I gave yesterday on Sunday Stock Talk alone could pay for your whole week, and you could be done. So this is what we call the halfway back setup. This is the halfway back. So if we were to look at this, this is the whole range of last week, and we come back all the way to the midpoint, and then we bounce. And this is a common setup we see in the Fibonacci. And if we were to just look at the chart, just looking at the candle, let's zoom in on the candle. So we could see that this was the candle from last week. Okay. And then this is the halfway point right here. Right here is the 50%, and that's exactly where we touched and then where we bounced. Okay. I heard fibs are extra effective in crypto. You ever dabble? I don't trade crypto. I make good enough money trading stocks and futures, so I don't want to enter something that else, to be honest. But I know for a fact that the inside bars and fibs work well because I have other traders who trade crypto, and they tell me that my setups work very well. So definitely it can work extremely well. So give me a ticker symbol for crypto, and we'll look at it together. If you have any one in particular, we could look at them. Okay. The next thing that I want to look at is SPY. So let's talk about the day trading opportunities today. Okay. So SPY. A 5-minute chart. Okay. So I have this drawn for everyone, and all of these setups come from my book. Okay. So these fib setups. So hi, Daniel. ETH. Okay. We'll look at that right after this. So if we look at the close, yes, on Friday, we could see immediately that we had gapped down, right? We gapped down from the close. We didn't gap down out of the range, but we gapped down pretty significantly from the close. So the first setup, taking the Fibonacci from the low, from the closing bars low down to the first low. Okay, let's zoom in this together. And we had a beautiful, beautiful 618 rejection right here. So this was the first valid short of the day. And you can see here that we had a triple wick combo, 1, 2, 3 wicks in a row, and double doji. So if this doesn't give you signs of reversal, Nothing else will. Okay. This is how we can use the candlesticks to help us to determine that, hey, this is a high likely area of a reversal. We have the 618 and we have 1, 2, 3 wicks and we have a double doji. And then look at that. Bam, bam, bam. Beautiful sell off. So what do we do from there? Well, then from there, we need to draw the morning leg. The morning leg from my book. We need to draw the morning leg. So let's draw the morning leg. So here's the high, okay, to the low. And here is the morning leg, okay? So again, for the morning leg, we have an impulsive leg short, okay? We pull back to the 618 again, and look what we have. We have an inverted hammer followed by an inside bar doji. So if that does not ring a bell to you guys, you got to double check on what your systems are saying, because this is such a beautiful setup. Inside bar, look to the left, inverted hammer. There's so many wicks, 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks. And again, we have another beautiful breakdown. Beautiful, 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 beautiful breakdown. And then what do we do from there? Well, since the Fibonacci has been playing out so far in the day, now let's draw the sequenced leg. So this is the other concept from my book. This is called the sequenced leg. So the sequenced leg is now taking this swing high to this swing low, and now we have a 786 rejection right here. Look at this, beautiful. Okay. And guess what we have at the 786, guys? Another inside bar. So today was somewhat of a masterpiece for me, a combination of my Fibonacci trading, and every time we got to my Fibonacci levels, we had inside bars. So it was actually a masterpiece for me today. It was almost like looking at art. So very, very great trades. If we go to the 15-minute chart, we had a nice inside bar, 2 inside bars, 3. Okay, three that I would trade. The first one here is a nice short once we get down here. Okay, keep the stop up here. That's a beautiful push down. And then over here, if you're playing the reversal, you get stopped out, but then you can try again for the reversal down here, and that's a beautiful push into the close. So whether you're on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, beautiful opportunities. We had the gap fill Fibonacci, we had the sequenced morning leg, and then the sequenced afternoon leg, okay? And then I want to show you guys one more thing, okay? I want to show you guys one more thing. And this is called the reversal, okay? So let's take the afternoon leg, okay? So this is the afternoon leg. Push down, pull back to the 50% of the afternoon leg, okay? Not the morning leg. And then, as you guys know, my reversal is always anywhere from the 10% to the 272. So we come down to this reversal zone right here around its 272. And we have a waterfall. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row making lower highs. Then we have the hammer bar, the double hammer bar pattern. Look at this. Wham, wham, double hammer bar pattern confirming the buyers are here. We take that into the close, and that is a beautiful winner as well. Why such short duration? Oh, because we're day trading these. That's why. These are day trading setups that I'm talking about for SPY. Okay. So awesome trades all around. If you didn't make money today day trading, you did something wrong, because it's like a gift from the market today. One of my traders today made close to 4 or 5 times their money. So think about that. If you have $1,000 risk, you walk away with $5,000 profit today. So very, very beautiful. Okay. Let's look at ETH. So here we go. I want to go to the weekly chart. Okay. And I want to draw the Fibonacci of last week's range. Okay. Okay. So right here, I'm going to double check this. Is that right? It doesn't look right. Let me go to the 4-hour chart and then I'll draw the fib from there. Okay. So let's draw fibs together. So let's get rid of this. Let's take it from low to high. Okay. And here we go. Here's some fib power in the cryptos. You can see here that this was an algorithm buy at the 886, protecting this swing low. This was an algorithm buy. That's why we have this long wick. Okay. Retail traders can't do this. This is algorithm purchase. Okay. So here is your crypto Fibonacci trade. Here, also on the 786, already profits on that. Okay. So already great bounce on this trade on crypto. So that's how you play the bull side. And I see many legs on the short side. So let's look at the short together. Okay. So here's the first short from high to low. Boom. 786. Look at that. Look at that precision. Look at this precision here, guys. You put a limit order here. You put a stop above the swing high. Look at that precision. Beautiful. So yes, the Fibonacci works and we can show it right there. Okay. So here's that. Now let's draw the sequence leg from this high down to this low. Beautiful. You guys see that? This is the first time I've looked at this chart. Okay. But here's the analysis again. 618 rejection. Bam. Okay. One more. You guys ready for this? Bonus round. Low, high. Oh no. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. You see these? Pops, pops, pops. Every time we touch these fibs, we're popping. We can make good money. And then one more for bonus. Swing low, the high. Look at that. 618. Damn. Okay. So there was about 10 different fibs I just showed you guys there within the chart. So definitely I can say Fibonacci is trading on ETH. So very beautiful, outstanding, absolutely love it. Okay, let's look at the daily chart. Low to high. Oh, what is this? What is that? 618. Bam. 272 rejection. Bam. Trade to extension. Very, very beautiful. Like it's like magic to me, guys. How about the short? Low to high. Bam. 786. Wham, wham, wham. Down. Okay, guys. It's actually, this is the first time I'm looking at this chart. So it's actually very inspiring to me to see all these Fibonacci's. So what this tells me is that there's a lot of institutional buying happening in crypto, right? But you see these wicks, this one, this one, this one. That's why I don't trade crypto. I don't want to be involved in this. That's a lot of manipulation. Daniel says he bought at 1630. That's legendary. That's very, very good. All right. So we looked at crypto. We don't have any chart requests, do we? I don't think we do. No chart requests. So we looked at futures. Okay. So again, what did we say? Okay. Here's last week's range. We opened inside of the range. We tagged the 50, 23 points. We looked at ETH. I showed you guys about 10 different fibs. So very, very awesome setups there if you guys are into trading that. We looked at SPY. We looked at all the different Fibonacci's on SPY. And then now we're going to look at SLV. So SLV, silver. We'll go to weekly. So if I'm looking at silver, I want to look at the futures. Okay. I want to look at the futures. What the hell is this? Okay, that's not going to work. Let's go back. Okay. So let's look at what we have on the weekly first. So what I see here, I see a short here. Let's draw it. High to low. Okay, perfect touch of the 50. Come back here and double bottom. What I see in play right now, okay, so we had this push, low to high, pull back to the 50, trade to the extensions, and then the algos dumped it, okay? Now, if we take the bigger picture, look at that. Oh, baby. Isn't that beautiful? Right on the 786, there was an algorithm just waiting there, just waiting there. And then they've already made great money. So if the algorithm is here and they had this pop already, so let's just say that's about a 10% pop, okay? So the algorithm already made 10%. Let's just say they put in $1 billion. They're good. They're good. They can retire. Think like an algo, okay? What is AUGUSD? What is this? Okay. See some fibs here. High to low. Like that. Bam, 50. 619 reversal. So you guys see every time I look at a chart that, so first of all, the title of this video is Fibonacci Trading for a Living. Okay. So do you guys see how every time I look at a chart, before I draw the fib, I already can tell it's like at the 50 or the 618, I can, or the 786, I can tell you that without drawing the fib. And that's the level that you need to get to, because that's how you spot opportunity quickly. And that's how you can make good money day trading, because you can pull up a chart quickly, whether it's stocks or futures or SPY, whatever, and you can see the opportunities developing before they develop. Okay. Because with Fibonacci trading, guys, you need to anticipate where price is going to be and where it's going to go. If you are a reactive trader and you're waiting for confirmation, sometimes that can burn you. Okay. So we need to use the Fibonacci and become visionaries. And we need to become visionaries in our life as well. Okay. We need to see what we want to do with our trading capital. What do we want to do with it? Do we want to double our account? Do we want to triple our account? What are we doing? We need to have the vision before we can have the results. Okay. All right. So I see we have some chart requests. Okay. So thank you very much, Jason and Bjorn. Thank you very much, sir. Blues Rock Addict is back in the house, and we got some chart requests. So let's see what we got. Over health. We see these wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see the size of these wicks are clear indication of manipulation. Okay. For me personally, I don't like trading those instruments with those huge wicks on the weekly chart because I don't want to get trapped. That being said, look at these inside bars, how they played out recently. Okay. So let's start up here. If you were to bracket this bar long, you would have made a lot as long as you took your profits. If you bracketed this one down, you would have made some money short. And then if you bracketed this one, you would have got a false breakout and you would have lost. But still, 2 for 3, take that any day, guys. Beautiful, okay? So what I'm seeing here, let's take the Fibonacci of this whole range from the high to the low. All right, and this, my friends, is why that there is a rejection at $10.57. This is why there's a rejection. It's not the news. It's not your friends on Twitter. It's not the gurus. It is strictly Fibonacci's. Strictly Fibonacci. The algorithms have orders that are sitting on the Fibonacci levels, and they are the ones that are moving the market, not the news, not the bullshit. It's the robots. Okay. So this is why we have a big rejection right here. It's because it's the 382 retracement. You have a high likelihood that when you touch these retracements, that we're going to have a reaction. So understand where that is. Let's draw this line together here, okay? Let me teach you guys how to master some of these things. Okay, draw a line right here. Okay, 10:55 is the fib. Okay, let's go to 5-minute chart. Okay, let's go to 5-minute chart. Let's get rid of this. Okay, we're on to 5 minutes. Okay, all right. So this is today. You guys agree with me? This is today. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is brainstorm with me some ideas. Brainstorm with me some ideas of how you could have traded Clover Health today, knowing where the 382 is. Okay, knowing where the 382 is and looking at this price action. Somebody tell me how we could have traded Clover on a 5-minute chart today. Forget about the 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Okay, because I have a lot of my traders that are looking at this chart now. I like it too. So let's talk about the 3-minute chart today. So let me expand your consciousness today. Okay, let me expand your consciousness today. Let's look at something different. Everybody trades on the 5-minute and the 15 and the hourly. Let's look at the 3-minute today. Okay, and let's look at the opportunities. Okay, so we know where the 382 retracement is on the higher time frames at $10.55. So I need your help. I need your help, guys. Help me trade it. How do I trade it? Somebody tell me. How do we trade it? Okay, somebody tell me how to trade it. Brainstorm in the chat, and we're going to work on this together. This is the issue we're going to deal with today. And in the meantime, I'm going to pull up some other charts. Okay. Okay, so this is how you learn, guys. You're not going to learn if I just blabber on every single day. You're going to learn if I push you out of your comfort zone to answer some of these questions. So I want to see brainstorming. I don't care if you're right or you're wrong. Just tell me what you would do. Okay, so let me restate the facts. So Clover Health, we saw there was a big drop on the weekly chart. Okay, let's go back to the weekly chart. So we saw that there was a big drop on the weekly chart, a huge drop. And then we drew the Fibonacci from the high to the low. And we saw that the 382 retracement was sitting at $10.55. So how are you going to trade that? Okay. And I'm going to talk about Apple by the time we're brainstorming. Okay. So Apple, so the good thing in general about tech, which I noticed, so I'm in a lot of tech swings right now, and I'm in a lot of tech investments, is that tech, even though the market had a sharp sell-off today, especially the S&P 500, tech finished green. Okay, tech had a green day. See, tech had a green day. So that's a very strong sign of relative strength. So what I'm seeing here for Apple, the only issue that I'm seeing here for Apple is if we draw the Fibonacci from the high to the low like this, we can see now that we're up against the 618 for the short. So this area is very dangerous. But if Apple can really just push through and just break these Fibonacci's cleanly, then we're going to retest all-time highs again. Okay, so that's the analysis for Apple. So we'll have to wait and see how the week develops. All right, guys. So I don't see anybody in the chat with any answers so far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Blues Rock's question, and I need to see some answers in there, guys. Tell me how you're going to trade that. So our double inside bar is even more powerful in your experience. The double inside bar is, I wouldn't say that the win rate is higher in any way. Like, it's not higher, but what it does do is it gives you great risk to reward. And with the better, it's a better risk to reward because you have 2 weeks of consolidation. So what it means is the candles are getting smaller and smaller. So if you're basing your entry and your stop loss on the candles, you have a better risk to reward. So if it works in your favor, you likely can hit higher targets. So that's why it's better in that sense. But I don't think necessarily that it has a higher win rate. Okay? I don't think that's the case. It's almost like a unique, different trading strategy. That's how I would think about it. Jason says, how do you know when to use a 618 382? So you know how to use it based on the price action confirmation that you receive at the different levels, or you can average in at the different levels. So all of these concepts I go through in my book. So there's many, many different ways. But I'm asking you tell me. Okay? You tell me, and then I'll tell you my thoughts because I want to challenge you guys. What would you do? Okay? What would you do? All right, so let me also look at Blues Rocks Addict. Let's look at his other request here, Oxy. Okay, so Oxy is working on an inside week right now. So let's see how that closes. The last time we had an inside week was on the 29th of March, which had a nice short actually, which already hit targets on the way down. So let's see how this week closes because it's also sitting on the mid Bollinger Band. So that's Oxy. MU. So MU right now. So we had that inside bar that I called out yesterday, right? So yesterday I said on watch out for these as potential day trades. So MU was one of my trades because on Friday it closed with a daily inside bar. Okay, beautiful. All right. So here is the daily inside bar right here. Here's the daily inside bar, this range. And you can see right at the open here, 9:30, we broke through the low of that inside bar and just flushed down. So absolutely stunning, beautiful day trade. I don't really see any swing trade right now opportunities, but I definitely do see that day trade being awesome. Okay. So what else do you have on the list? ERG and NIO. Okay. So sorry, ERJ and NIO. Is it ERJ? Yeah. Yeah, again, this is working on an inside week, so let's see how it closes. If we look at the previous few inside weeks, we could see nice pushes up, so beautiful winners there. So let's see how it closes on the week. NIP, what the hell is NIP? No, it's NEO, I'm joking. All right, NEO. So NEO is doing a very good job of trapping people. So I want to see what happens this week. I'm waiting on NEO to see what happens this week. How does it close? Because it's been trapping bulls throughout the last few weeks. We've been trapping bulls here, breaking out, trapping bulls with these inside bars. Here's a double inside bar pattern, which broke down and kind of is just staying here. So these are many traps laid out on NEO. So let's see how this week closes in order to have a better analysis. I'm new and I don't get this inside bar stuff. Like, how do you know the inside bar is going to be a reversal up or down? So, that's a good question, Bjorn. I have videos on inside bars on my YouTube, so check them out. I use something called a mother bar or ignition bar, and I also have various ways of trading inside bars in my systems, which is a part of my seminars, and I teach how to day trade those inside bars. But you can definitely you look at some of my YouTube videos to get a better understanding. The most general way to think of an inside bar is that an inside bar is a period of consolidation. And after consolidation, we're likely to have an acceleration. So the inside bar, you can simply just bracket the inside bar to the high or the low of it, and you can just trade it. But I like using the concept of the ignition bar, which is one of my trading strategies. Okay, so Blues Rock Addict, he was brave enough to discuss his philosophy on how we could trade this. So let's go to 3-minute chart. So the back to Clover, and he said that drawing fibs from Friday close up to the morning leg. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, so let's break this down. So Clover opened with a gap up. Okay, so we have a gap up, which is a first and immediate sign of bullish presence. Because the reason we're gapping is because people were so excited to get into Clover that they bought in the pre-market. They also bought on the Friday close, pushing this up. Okay, so we have the first pullback, which is a pullback right to the 786, a little bit above it. This is called the gap fill. So as you guys know, this is one of my favorite trading strategies, the gap fill. We have a gap up, we pull into the gap, we have a hammer reversal, and we absolutely destroy it, okay? Hammer reversal on a gap up, gap fill is very, very powerful, beautiful. But what I really was looking at for the short is going back to our analysis, okay? So if we go to the weekly, so again, I'm going to draw Fibonacci from the high to the low. So we knew the 382 was right here above us. Okay. So now if we go to the 5-minute chart, this is the 382. It's $10.55. And when we get to the 3-minute chart, when we get here, what do we have? Okay, what do we have? We have the most beautiful inverted hammer. Okay, this is how you can look for confirmation before taking the Fibonacci. Look right here. This is confirmation. This is sellers piling in. This is an inverted hammer. The price went immediately from $10.56, and by time the close, it pushed all the way back down to $10.36. So within that period of 3 minutes, we had a 20-cent sharp drop from the 382 Fibonacci. This is your confirmation candle to go short right here. This is showing you the Fibonacci is in play. And right there, guys, if you short that down here, back down to the previous low, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful money. So let's say we take the long here. And if we're a smart trader, we're going to cover our position at the 382. That's, let's say, 12%. And then we take this bad boy down again, and that's, say, another 10%. So that's 22% in 2 trades by using the analysis of the Fibonacci. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to look at these last 2 charts here. Sharon would like me to look at FedEx, and then Bjorn wants me to look at Coin. I'm going to look at both of those, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so let's see. So FedEx was actually a swing trade in our private room, and Sharon is a part of the private room. So thank you very much, Sharon, for supporting me. So what the analysis here is, we had this inside bar on the 5th of April, which we took long. So we didn't get all the way. We got all the way to the first target, which was 121, which is right here. Okay. So we hit the first target, and then we also hit the second target, which was right here at about 1.25. Okay. So when we get when we get a trade like this and we hit first and second targets, we want to scale out. Okay. We want to scale out a good chunk of our position. And then from there, you can put your stop loss to break even if you want to be conservative. So that way, whatever is left over on the position will not become a loss. Okay. It will just become break even. So you still made some money. So that's a great way to do it. If you want to keep your stop loss down here because you want to give it time to pull back and do whatever, that's also an option. But the main thing is when we get to targets, we need to scale out and lock in profits. Okay. So Coin, I don't think there's enough data yet on Coin. So we did look at Coin last week. And what I said about Coin is I want to have this first week of data, first of all, and then I want to see how this week closes. So I'm anticipating that this week is going to close as an inside bar on Coin. And then from there, we're going to have some great setups, okay, to take. Some great setups to take, all right? Look at this double inside bar pattern here on Coin on the daily chart. Very beautiful. If we can get above 345.40, we can start squeezing up. If we start breaking down here, honestly, at 321, we could definitely just flush this thing straight down, especially if the markets are tanking. All right. So that's my analysis for today, guys. We went through a lot in 30 minutes, and I think we learned a lot. So as always, I'm here to help educate you guys, help you achieve your dreams and your goals. And I challenge you to study these videos, rewatch them, learn. You know, if you want to know more about Fibonacci, I have a lot of playlists on my YouTube, and I also have my book. Okay. And I hope that I proved to you guys through all the charts that I showed you today, the power of Fibonacci. Do not underestimate them. And I did underestimate them when I first started trading, and it didn't go so well. I'll tell you that. 6 years later, I love and trust them. They're my tool. It's like a doctor doing surgery without their tools. If you don't have your tools, you can't get it done. All right. So those are my tools: Fibonacci, inside bars, things like that. All right. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you guys as always, and we'll see you next time.